kept searching for me in roots. I've been pacing your posts in barefoot stops. You kept drawing me small in fear-shaped frames. I've been wide in your chest when you light your own flame. You thought I was distance, I'm the step you take. You thought I was silence, I'm the sound you make. You thought I was stone with a judging stare. I'm the wind in your back when you jump in the air. I never asked for your flinching and scripted restraint. I asked what you do with a heart that won't wait. I gave you color and nerve and a spine full of spark. Then I watch with a grin while you learn how to art. You call it luck, you call it chance, you call it fate. I call it rhythm when you finally participate. You keep saying I hit, I'm installed in your sight. I'm the pressure in your lungs when you sprint toward life. I'm the moment you stop bargaining just to exist. When you swing wide open and refuse to resist. You think faith is a box, you think doubt is a flaw. Faith is motion in chaos when you rise in awe. Doubt is the edge that teaches balance to glide. I don't need quiet believers, I need something alive. You wrap me in borders and crowns and applause. Then you wonder why your joy kept tripping on loss. I was never in the podium handing out names. I was always in the quake of your hands lit with flame. When you fell and you laughed and stood back up twice. That lift in your ribs was me saying nice. When a room spun gold and your fear fell through, that wasn't a sermon, that was me moving you. You kept calling your fire a problem to tame. Fire is the engine that makes you your name. I don't want your collapse dressed up as a vow. I want the version of you that says now. Now it's your love, now it's your reach. Now it's your voice when the crowd needs speech. Now it's your hands when the work feels vast. Now it's your heart when the future calls fast. You ask for a purpose like it's hidden in code. The purpose is living so the living can grow. You weren't born to be managed by measures and scales. You were born to discover how the miracle sails. You thought the pain was a curse on your chest. It was weight in the gym of becoming your best. You thought the walls were a cage for your skin. They were drums when you learned how to rhythm within. I don't need your perfection, polished and still. I need your full spectrum, your laugh and your will. I need the part of you hungry for wind in the face, not the shrink-wrap version that hides its own grace. You think I'm a judge with a ledger and line. I'm the spark in your choice every single time. When you choose fear, you feel the daylight dim. When you choose courage, you feel the horizon bend. That bend is me, tilting space for your stride. That dim is you, forgetting what's already inside. You keep hurting each other, then asking me why. You're touching your mirror with a trembling knife. You keep calling it worship when you shrink and comply. Worship is standing so tall, you can't dodge your own light. I don't want your temple, I want streets that sing. I don't want your records, I want futures you bring. I don't want your halos hung on a wall. I want dirt on your sneakers from answering calls. I handed you power without fine print to read. You thought that was danger, I called it the key. If I wanted followers pulled by a string, I would've made puppets, I made everything sing. Some choose to wake and the room fills with air. I'm not coming later with fire and a sign. I never left, I keep time in your time. You don't reach me by leaving the body and street. You reach me by being completely in heat. In your sweat, in your care, in your yes to the fall. In your will to lift others so none are too small. You ask why you're breathing on the spinning blue drum. So the universe hears what it sounds like when grown. So infinity tests what its limits can teach. So choice ripens wild into wisdom with reach. You are not a glitch, not a rehearsal run. You are pulse and the witness becoming one. When you rise, I rise. When you move, I move. When you stop playing small, I get reckless with you. when you fight for each other. I surge right through when you breathe without chains. I breathe truth in you. I don't need frozen saints set in marble tone. I need loud lit humans who fully own their fear, their fall, their reach, their flame, their right to evolve beyond yesterday's name. That's who I am when the room is bright. That's what I want when you choose your light. That's why you're here with the chest that pounds, not to bow to dust, but to lift the ground.
Blank slate, bare feet, hands in the dirt. First breath in the world and it already hurt. Crawl, then I fall, then I stand, then I run. Little glare in my eyes like a rising sun. Let my name, let my shape, let my side of the street. Learn the rules of the game and the sound of defeat. Find a ball, find a bug, find a book, find a song, find a spark in my chest saying I belong. Teenage magnets pulling me every way. Sports and shows and rebels who don't obey. Hands get clumsy, heart gets loud. Trying on faces in front of the crowd. First love hit like a shot to the brain. First lost call, permanent lines of pain. Homework nerves, late night dreams. Stitching who I am to who I seem. Diploma sweat in my shaking hand. Now the world say, boy, you a man. Some go college, some go trade, some go streets where the lessons get paid. Clocking life and over 5 nights, learning what it means just to stand in a fight. New skills stacked on the old school grind. More books at home, more weights on the mind. Resume long like a highway map. Uniforms piled like a wartime camp. Different titles, different chains. Same 2 hands and different flames. Every season teach a brand new scar. Every scar teach me who you are. Learn patience in a waiting room. Learn hunger in a half full spoon. First real check felt like proof. First real failure hit through the roof. Mentors come in mentors fade. Some was gold and some was shade. Pick what works, throw the rest away. Build a man out of yesterday. Same kid inside, just sold the skin. Still learning how to lose and win. Back when my voice used to shake in fear. Now my voice make rooms go clear. From playground dust to a battle plan. From broken boy to a molded man. From a voice to a man. I grew in the flame. From a voice to a man. Learn pain, learn aim. From a voice to a man. No rewind, no plan, just a long damn road. From a kid to a man. From a voice to a man. Heartbeat slam. From a voice to a man. Here I am. From a voice to a man. Crowd understand. That's the sound of the boy becoming a man. Now I teach what I learned with the scars in my hands. Young eyes in the front saying teach me, man. I don't sell them a lie, I don't sugar the grind. I tell them it's lonely before it's divine. Fall is the mold for the shape of a man. Time is the fire and the proof is the stand. Degrees don't define what your worth really is. In the dirt you came from still counts as your start. Work with your spine, not just with your time. Love with your heart but protect your mind. No one hands you the crown you demand. You forge it loud with your own 2 hands. Bills stack high and the days move fast. Dreams get tested by the weight of the past. Friends turn ghosts and the ghostly marks. Light gets sharper and the heart is dark. Some nights pray, some nights pace. Some nights stare in your own damn face. Some nights wonder if it's all for nothing. Next one is still hear that engine running. Still a kid when the night gets quiet. Still a man when the world gets violent. Still learning when I think I know. Still growing when I feel I'm grown. Voice to man is the bridge I cross. Paid with time and a little bit of loss. Paid with nights I ain't slept at all. Paid with standing up after the fall. Now my voice don't shake when I speak my truth. It carry every mile from my youth. From a voice to a man. I grew in the flame. From a voice to a man. Learn pain, learn aim. From a voice to a man. No rewind, no plan, just a long damn road. From a kid to a man. From a voice to a man. Heartbeat slam. From a voice to a man. Here I am. From a voice to a man. Crowd understand. That's the sound of the boy becoming a man. No shortcut through the fire, no fast track through the years. Every scar another lesson, every lesson built with tears. You don't skip the weight of living, you don't cheat the cost of breath. Every man is carved by pressure, every voice is paid with death. From dirt to the stand, from a voice to a man. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. From a voice to a man. what I learned with the scars in my hand.
Yo, I ain't in the clouds, I'm in your breath right now, I ain't in the book. I'm in the way you stand your ground, I ain't in the past or some promise delay. I'm in the choice you make every damn day. I gave you love, the rebel inside. Gave you fire, you keep trying to hide. Gave you fear, so you learn how to rise. Gave you pain, so you open your eyes. You keep waiting on me like I'm late to arrive. I've been riding your spine since you learned to survive. I want you kneeling, I want you upright. I want your whispers, I want your mic. I want your faith locked safe in the box. I want your hand building life from the rocks. I gave you hunger, so you never stay small. Gave you the nerve to risk the fall. You keep asking if you're enough for the call. You've been enough since the day you crawled. I'm selling your soul for a moment of ease. Comfort don't crown kings, it keeps them on knees. You wasn't designed just to clock in and fade. You was designed to outgrow every cage. I'm not here to judge you for scars on your skin. I'm here to remind you what's sleeping within. Your doubt don't scare me, you stall the door. Your fear don't stop me, your refusal slows. You keep praying for doors when you sit on the floor. I bet you with legs, use them for more. I bet you with voice, not just to agree. I bet you with will, not just to receive. You think I want saints, frozen and pure. I want humans alive, dirty and sure. You think I'm distant when nights get long. I'm the beat that keeps pushing you on. You don't need heaven to meet me one day. You need me right now in the mess you make. You keep looking for me in some distant sky. I'm the reason you still won't let that dream die. Got it crunk too when you stand up straight. Got it crunk too when you choose your fate. Got it crunk too when you break your chains. Got it crunk too when you claim your name. Got it crunk too when you don't play that. Got it crunk too when you lift your head. Got it crunk too when you finally do what you came on this earth to. Grinding with a knot in your back, bills on your mind and the world on your back. You smiling outside, but you bleeding in stacks. Still showing up even when hope gets slack. I'll miss a tear that you swallow and hide. I'll miss a night when you scream inside. You ain't weak because you tired of the pain. You weak if you let it convince you to stay. I built you for stones, not shelter and shade. I built you to bend without folding in place. Some of your losses were gates in the sky. Some of your delays when me training your eyes. I gave you race when you hate was fake. I gave you love so you feel what's at stake. Got in wide, you safe. I wide, you wide. I did shape you tame, I shape you decline. You still here, then the mission ain't done. You still breathing, then the war ain't won. Every step forward is me, pushing through, pushing through, pushing through, pushing through, pushing through. Gotta get drunk too when you stand up straight. Gotta get drunk too when you chew your fate. Gotta get drunk too when you break your chains. Gotta get drunk too when you claim your name. Gotta get drunk too when you don't play dead. Gotta get drunk too when you lift your head. Gotta get drunk too when you finally do what you came on this earth to do. I didn't make you to hide, I didn't make you to shrink. I didn't make you to beg the world for permission to breathe. I made you with fire in your ribs and thunder in your choice. Every time you stand up when it's hard, I'm standing with you. You don't owe me worship, you owe your life fully lived. Now go be what I already built you to be. And listen close. This world will try to sell you small. It will offer you cages dressed up like comfort. It will call fear common sense and call obedience peace. Don't buy it. You were not authored for survival only. You were authored for impact. Every gift you've been sitting on was never meant to rot in silence. Every scar you carry is proof you were in the arena, not the audience. You don't need to miss in the rise. You don't need approval to become. You only need the courage to stop pretending you were made to be less. When they tell you slow down, I tell you stand firm. When they tell you fall in line, I tell you draw your own. You were never meant to disappear quietly into a routine and call it a life. You were meant to leave heat in the timeline. So walk like it matters, speak like it echoes, love like it costs something, and build like tomorrow is actually listening. I didn't put you here to just make it through. I put you here to make it mean something.
How do we fix it all?
You keep asking how to fix the world like it's one crack machine, like it didn't grow crooked from 1,000 in-betweens, like it didn't drift slowly from what you call small, from the way you close your heart, from the way you stall. You look for a master switch in some far-off sky while the real voltage hums where your choices lie. You want the answer loud, cinematic, clear, but the cure usually whispers in what you do right here. You want a future that suddenly shows up clean, but you keep feeding yesterday with your present routine. You want the world to change in a breathtaking sweep, but you're bargaining with your conscience for an extra hour of sleep. I didn't hide the fix in a mystery vault. I braided it into attention, care, and fault, into how you speak when it costs you ease, into how you treat what you don't need to please, into every moment you choose not to look away, into every quiet yes you give to stay. How do we fix it all? Start where you stand, not where you fall. How do we fix it all? Turn what you touch into something that's whole. No grand finale, no curtain call, just a million small mercies changing it all. That's how we fix it all. You don't untangle hatred by amplifying the fight. You loosen its grip by widening the light. You don't empty hunger with concepts and charts. You empty it with logistics, kitchens, and open hearts. You don't dissolve addiction with shame and display. You dissolve it by making a reason to stay. You don't rebuild trust with slogans and sound. You rebuild it by doing what you said you'd do when no one's around. You want me to remake the map overnight, but master draw by how you take each step at a time. You pray for a wave to wash everything new, but you keep pouring poison in the blue. You ask me to intervene in the pain you see, but you keep intervening against your own integrity. You keep asking for evidence, signs, and proof, while standing on miracles you refuse to use. How do we fix it all? Start where you stand, not where you fall. How do we fix it all? Turn what you touch into something that's whole. No grand finale, no curtain call, just a million small mercies changing it all. That's how we fix it all. Yeah. You don't heal the planet with fashionable care. You heal it with limits you're willing to bear. You don't steady children with endless distraction. You steady them with time, ritual, and traction. You don't grow love by gripping it tight. You grow it by showing up even when it's not light. You don't keep truth alive by grooming the tone. You keep it by speaking when you'd rather be alone. Everybody wants change that doesn't rearrange them. Everybody wants fire without the heat in their hands. Everybody wants clean without learning the craft. Everybody wants to harvest without touching the staff. The world doesn't shift from a single decree. It slides on the hinge of accountability, on the courage to stop rehearsing despair, on the patience to build what you say you care.
There is no spectacle that saves you. There is only what you repeat. There is no single moment of arrival. There is only how you choose to meet each moment.
Every habit you keep is a vote for a future. Every silence you sell is a quiet rupture. Every truth you delay teaches lies how to breathe. Every kindness you practice makes space to be free. You keep asking where my power lives. It lives in the posture with which you give, in the way you listen when it's easier to talk, in the way you slow down when you're taught to outrun the clock. You want me to edit the shape of the age, but the age is the echo of the lies that you stage. You keep searching for lightning in some distant height, while the real illumination is learning to live in the light.
How do we fix it all? Start where you stand, not where you fall. How do we fix it all?
Turn what you touch into something that's whole. No grand finale, no curtain call, just a million small mercies changing it all. That's how we fix it all. Yeah, yeah. I never asked you to carry the whole world. I asked you to carry what's in front of you with honesty. There is no final reset, only the life you keep agreeing to live. So live it with your eyes open, live it with your hands occupied by what matters. Live it in a way that makes the dark wonder how it ever convinced you it was bigger than the light. How do we fix it all? Start where you stand, not where you fall. How do we fix it all? Turn what you touch into something that's whole. No grand finale, no curtain call, just a million small mercies changing it all. That's how we fix it all. Yeah. I never asked you to carry the whole world. I asked you to carry what's in front of you with honesty. There is no final reset, only the life you keep agreeing to live. So live it with your eyes open,
Live it with your hands occupied by what matters. Live it in a way that makes the dark wonder how it ever convinced you it was bigger than the light.
I am not a logo on your chest or a word in the book. I am the tremor in your spine when you finally look. I am the thought you keep dodging when the room goes still. The one that asks, is this survival or is this my will? I am the pressure in your lungs when you choke back, no. The warmth in your fingers that still wanna grow. They taught you to chase being safe, being small, being praised. I'm the itch in your soul that refuses to be caged. You dress me up as distance so you don't have to move. Call me mystery in the clouds while ignoring the proof. I am not an excuse to avoid your life. I am the core that demands you step into the knife. I am the gap between what you say and what you live. I am the ache that won't stop until you actually give. You pray for signs while ignoring your own unrest. You ask for direction while resisting your best. Every fall you survive, wrote my name in your bone. Every time you stood up, I was walking you home. You want me clean and separate so you can stay the same, but I'm the part of you that burns for change. I don't live in perfection, I live in the mess. In the pile of old habits you're learning to shed. I am the courage that shows up late but still shows. The part of you that whispers, we both know. I am in the doubt when you still step forward. I am in the truth when your voice shakes off. I am in the work no one sees, no reward. I am in a vow that your actions record. Say it with your ribs still sore. I am, say it with your heart mid-war. I am not someday, not before, or when. I am right here in the now. I am not your mask, your brand, or your pose. I am the version of you that your oldest friend knows. The one who laughs too loud, the one who breaks down, the one who questions everything that's upside down town. I am the edge beneath your practice, no. The part that wants to risk what you've learned to control. They trained you in shrinking and smoothing your edge, and calling your boundaries overreacting instead. They told you to hustle for worth on a scale. I am the voice that keeps calling that jail. You keep waiting to become who you are one day, while I'm mumbling in your bones that you're already that way. You don't build me by memorizing perfect lines. You build me by refusing to betray your own mind. Every time you stay when it's heavy and real. Every time you listen instead of closing the deal. Every time you confess I was wrong, I was blind. You wailed, I am deeper into your spine. I am not the halo above your head in the light. I'm the reason you can stand after losing the fight. I am the love that doesn't vanish when you fail. The quiet inner witness that refuses to bail. You lose track of me when you numb and pretend. When you cut off your feeling just to fit in. But even then, low in the background hum, I'm the quiet rhythm that will not be undone. I am in the doubt when you still step forward. I am in the truth when your voice shakes off. I am in the work no one sees, no reward. I am in the vow that your actions record. Say it with your ribs still sore. I am, say it with your heart mid-war. I am not someday, not before, or when. I am right here in the now. You're in. You keep asking who I am like I'm locked in the sky, like I'm polished stone staring down from on high. I'm not above you, I am running through veins. I am the pattern and chaos that keeps calling your name. When you stand beside someone the world threw away, and decide with your presence they're allowed to stay. That's me, not as credit, not as cosmic applause, but as moving proof of a different set of laws. When you tell the hard truth that might cost you the room, and sit with the silence that are filling the gloom. That's me choosing depth over easy relief, teaching you backbone beats comfortable belief. When you forgive what they swore you should never release, not to erase it but to free your own peace. That's me closing circuits left open for years, turning rust into motion, dry ground into tears. I am not the prize at the end of the game. I am the way that you play when you're done chasing fame. I am the lens that turns strangers to kin, the shift from their problem to this lives in my skin. You want a finish line, I am the road. You want a secret, I am the code. You want a moment where everything's done. I am the knowing that life has just begun. say when it's safe. I am the life you live when it's not. I am in the doubt when you still step forward. I am in the truth when your voice shakes awkward. I am in the work no one sees, no reward. I am in the vow that your actions record. Say it when you don't feel too small. I am. Say it when you risk it all. I am. Not someday, not before. When I am right here in the now you're in. I am. I am. I am.
Let it sound! Yeah! Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sun still low, but the bass away. Ground still cold, but the sky gon' break. Night taught lessons that the light gon' take. Every scar in the dark is a price we pay. I've been running through smoke with a torch in my chest. Not to burn the world, just to warm what's left. World so loud, try to sell me death. I sell breathe, I sell truth, I sell next. Hands up, not in fear, but in praise of the grind. Every soul in the crowd got a piece of my mind. They told me hush, stay in line, stay blind. I said nah, I'ma ride with a sunshine spine. Drums talk ancient, future in the mix. Old wounds humming like a sick day scent, but the melody says still here again. So I stomp in the mud just to prove I exist. Flash to the blade is the glare of the doubt, but the shield is the crowd when they scream it out. We don't run from the storm, we breathe it out. Turn pressure into diamonds when we freak it out. Let it shine.
Sun break right in the middle of the night. We glow so hard, make the midnight light. From the pit to the stars, let it all ignite. We loud, we alive, we a beautiful fight. Sun break right, yeah, the dark don't win. Hard on the drum and the drum on the skin. From the ashes to the air, we ascend again. Sun break right, let the day rush in.
Let the day rush in. Yeah, DJ cut like a flash of dawn. Bass hit heavy, but the fear is gone. Every tired soul get a second wind. Every closed fist turn to open palm. I seen kings in the crowd with a janitor's broom. Seen queens in the dust make a throne out the gloom. Seen children of doom learn to dance with the boom. Turn a funeral march to a birthday tune. They try to brand is broken. Invoice our pain, put a barcode on hope. Trademark the rain, but the rhythm tore the receipt in flames. Now the invoice dude just got billed to the chains. I ain't holy, I ain't perfect, I'm loud and flawed, but my shadow still walks like it answered a call. Every step is a verse in a banged up psalm. Every breath a rebellion against the small. We were told stay down, that's your design. We say watch out fast, the design realigns. Put faith in the kick, in the snare, in the spine. Now the whole damn sky do a headline shine.
Sun break right in the middle of the night. We glow so hard, make the midnight light. From the pit to the stars, let it all ignite. We loud, we alive, we a beautiful fight. Sun break right, yeah, the dark don't win. Hard on the drum and the drum on the skin. From the ashes to the air, we ascend again. Sun break right, let the day rush in.
Whisper to the womb till it learns to sing. Teach the scar how to grow some wings. If the world stay heavy, we lift that thing. If the sky stay closed, we kick that in. Left foot fear, right foot glow. Every can't get, so watch me go. We don't beg the sun, we bait that flame. Strike two stones till the dawn knows our name. I seen hope get traded for bargain lies. Seen dreams get folded to dollar size. Seen truth handcuffed in the court of noise, but the beat still broke through the riot lines. This ain't savior talk, this survivor talk. Every breath that you roar in the trial of dark. Every cheer in the crowd is a sparking off. From the match to the blaze to the human heart. We was built from the echo of not enough. Now the echo answers back like you tough as love. They said soft is weak, I said nah, that's power. Soft makes rivers that split the towers. Look, faces light up like a city grid. Every stranger feel like a sibling now. We ain't healed all the way, but we healing loud. That half real faith still be hitting now.
Sun break right in the middle of the night. We glow so hard, make the midnight light. From the pit to the stars, let it all ignite. We loud, we alive, we a beautiful fight. Sun break right, yeah, the dark don't win. Hard on the drum and the drum on the skin.
we make morning. Some break right to the sky, says amen to the light. Yeah, I walked out the dark with a spark in my shoe. Still got ash on my hands, but the sky look new. They said, boy, stay small, I said, watch me choose. Every bruise on my ribs spell don't refuse. I was tired of the night selling fear by the pound. Tired of the fake ass kings with a cardboard crown. So I tuned my post to the underground. Now the ground shake back every time I sound. I don't glow for approval, I blaze for the lost. For the ones who paid old at the absolute cost. For the kids with a dream and a stomach full of note, but they still write yes on the back of the yoke. Heart be loud like a war drum choir. Every doubt in my head caught fire. They wanted silence, I wired the wire. Now my breath turns static into light. Starlight aftershock, when the beat come in. Whole damn crowd feel the future grin. From the dirt to the glow, let the rise begin. We don't fade out, we break on. Starlight aftershock, feel it hit your bones. Every dark little room turn cathedral tones. Hands up now, we ain't in this alone. Starlight aftershock. Welcome home. Snare like a flare in space. Every old ass devil get lost in place. I seen quiet folks with a thunder face. Soon as the bass hit, they feel their case. Case for the living, case for the loud, case for the scar that still talk to you proud. I've been bent, I've been broke, I've been swallowed by crowds. Now the crowd lift me up when I'm touching the clouds. They try to rim my voice for a couple cheap trends. I kept my throat for my sisters and friends. For the ones who relapse, but get back again. For the ones who ain't holy but still defend. Defend that spark like a match in rain. Defend that laugh in the house of pain. If the road stay crooked, I dance my lane. I don't need that straight if my arc make flame. Starlight aftershock when the beat come in. Whole damn crowd feel the future grin. From the dirt to the glow, let the rise begin. We don't fade out, we break on. Starlight aftershock, feel it hit your bones. Every dark little room turn cathedral tones. Hands up now, we ain't in this alone. Starlight aftershock, welcome home. Clap once for the ones who broke. Clap twice for the ones who woke. Clap three for the ones still lost. We're saving seats at the front of hope. If you breathe, you belong. If you shake, you strong. If you're here, you right. We turn wrong nights into right now songs. I seen fear try to cosplay faith. Seen love get used as a paperweight, but the beat still cut through the masquerade. Left truth raw in the open space. Every hand in the air got a different war, but the rhythm speak fluent in all our scars. We got veterans of nights with the lights cut off. Now the lights act up every time we march. This ain't escape, it's a re-entering. We don't flee pain, we just re-render it. Turn tears to steam, let the scream get bent. Till the hurt come out as a veteran chant. I don't promise heaven, I promise roar. I promise sweat on the open floor. I promise strangers that feel like core. When the aftershock hit and the stars pour. Starlight aftershock when the beat come in. Whole damn crowd feel the future grin. From the dirt to the glow, let the rise begin. We don't fade out, we break on. Starlight aftershock, feel it hit your bones. Every dark little room turn cathedral tones. Hands up now, we ain't in this alone. Starlight aftershock, welcome home. compass broke, so my fate learned loud. Now I aim by the roar of the living crowd. Out, out, out.
Every you can that they staple to me, turn the fuel in the furnace I keep beneath. They sold me peace as a quiet disease. I chose the noise where the truth breathes free. I ain't clean, I ain't carved from chrome. I'm dense in dust and a stubborn bone, but the drum in my chest won't leave me alone. It keep knocking like dead. I hold the unknown, unknown. Got a face in the front row glare. Every scar in the room got identical prayer. Different story, same up in the air. Same don't quit now when the oxygen there. Bass hit so deep, make the doubt fall through. Every fear I had just lost its shoes. I don't chase the throne, I chase that hue where midnight cracks and the morning leaks through. Aurora Walk Creek, tear the dark wide open. We light so hard like the sky get broken. From the pit to the clouds, we evoke emotion. Aurora Walk Creek, wake the oceans. Aurora Walk Cry, feel the ground respawn. Every dead little star get a second bond. Hands up now till the night is gone. Aurora Walk, walk, bring the dawn. Oh, 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 oh. Bring the dawn. Oh, 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 oh. Bring the dawn. Oh, 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 oh. Bring the dawn. Hey, hey, hey. They taught me small with a ruler of fear. Measure my worth in the calendar year. But the drum don't do dates, it only do here. Only do now, only do clear. I seen heroes fall with a rent due stare. Seen villains smile with a saint do care. Seen truth get gagged by a velvet affair. Still the beat testify everywhere. Every rib is a cage and a trumpet too. When the sub hit low, it rewrite you. I watch the quiet man turn volcanic. Soon as the kick drum granted them panic and magic. I ain't selling escape, I'm selling return. Selling the bridge where the wild now learn that the fire you fear is the fire you earn. If you stop trying to dodge every lesson that burns. We was raised on restraint and polite delay. I was born with a mouth full of not today. If the path look closed, I stomp the clay. Make a door out the dust just to disobey. Yeah. Second bond, hands up now till the night is gone. The walk right, bring the dawn. Clap for the ones who stayed. Clap for the ones who strayed. Clap for the ones who barely made it through the blade. Now scream for the ones who still afraid. If you broke, you breathe. If you breathe, you brave. If you brave, you bleed. If you bleed, you stay. Oh, I don't promise soft, I don't promise tame. I promise thunder in the nervous system frame. I promise strangers that remember your name. Soon as your voice hit the communal flame. This ain't glow stick hope, this iron lung light. This carry your shadow in the summertime. This we heard together so we heal in spite. This sing through the bleeding till the bleeding sings back life. They wanted faith that fit in a tweet. I wanted faith that could move my feet. Drag my doubt like a rug through the street. Let the dust show where the truth got beat. Every lost little dream got a feedback loop. Every old defeat got a new skin suit. When the crowd say jump, that gravity and mute. We don't fall, we re-try to cry. Tear the dark wide open. We light so hard like the sky get broken. From the pit to the clouds, we invoke emotion. Aurora war cry, wake the oceans. Aurora war cry, feel the ground respond. Every dead little star get a second bond. Hands up now till the night is gone. Aurora cry, bring the dawn. We don't fade to black. We fracture night into color. Aurora war cry till the universe learns our volume. Bring the dawn. Yeah.
lights all the way up. I stepped out the shadow with my pupils wide. Too much dark, I've been running my inner sky. Every lie I survived left the data line. On my truth run hot like a satellite. They said dim it down, said tone it safe. I said nah, watch the sun take a legal case. Every doubt in my chest get a solar face. Soon as a kick drum it evaporates. I was raised on flicker, now I blaze steady. Heart built tough like a chrome machete. Cut through nights that were cold and petty. Now the whole damn room gold already. You can see every scar in the strobe like braille. Every wound said don't you dare not yell. I ain't held all the way, but I heal in waves. Every breath I take got a brighter jailbreak.
Hold on, stampede.
Feel the white light run. Whole damn crowd get younger at once. From the floor to the roof we become the sun. Now move as one. Photon stampede, no shadow save. Every fear get cooked in the glow we make. Hands up high to the dark erase. Photon stampede.
Burn the brakes.
I seen hope get sold in a dusty jar. I cracked it open, I was lighting cars. Every quiet soul with a loaded heart turned thunder loud when the bass depart. They told us BA, we told them be vast. They sold us belay, we built the blast. Now the future leak through the present glass. Every second feel like a camera flash. Look, faces glowing like sunrise tech. All the heavy shit feel lightweight next. Every grief I carry got a payback check. Paid in sweat and the sky reset. I've been low so long I forgot my youth. Now I drip neon every time I move. Every step that I take go prove it's true. The light don't lie, it just shows you.
Hold on, stampede.
Feel the white light run. Whole damn crowd get younger at once. From the floor to the roof we become the sun.
Photon stampede.
Now move as one. Photon stampede, no shadow safe. Every fear get cooked in the glow we make. Hands up high to the dark erase. Photon stampede.
Burn the brakes.
Clap the dark out.
Oh yeah.
Clap the doubt out.
Oh yeah.
Clap the night
Oh yeah.
till it tap out.
Oh yeah.
If it hurts, it's heat. If it shakes, it's free. If it blinds, it's truth. Coming faster than you hold you. I don't preach halo, I preach voltage. Preach breath that can overload cages. Preach scars as illuminated pages. Every page say you still dangerous. Dangerous bright. Not violent, dim, not bow your head, but ignite your rib. Not escape, not try again, but stand in the fire till the fire is friend. I watch broken people learn to radiate. Turn trauma to a custom wavelength. Now that laughter cracks storms in a straight line. Like the sun just hacked through a fall line. You can't copyright dawn, can't embargo glow. Can't block the beam once the crowd say go. Tonight we prove what the prophets wrote. Light don't ask, it just overflows.
Photon stampede.
Feel the white light run. Whole damn crowd get younger at once. From the floor to the roof we become the sun.
Photon stampede.
Now move as one. Photon stampede, no shadow safe. Every fear get cooked in the glow we make. Hands up high to the dark erase. Photon stampede.
Burn the brakes.
Light it! We don't fade out. We blow out the dark at the speed of light.
Turn the dark into data. Turn the pain into color. Ultra. Violet.
Yeah, I've been hiding in the dim like a four-line prayer. Every doubt in my pocket like spare change fair. But the light hit different when it finally lands. Ultraviolet fingerprints on my hands. They say stay in the shade, that's a safer trade. I said nah, I've been built for the overexposed stage. Every scar on my skin like a barcode truth. Scare me once in the shadow, lose proof. I was raised in static with a hope on mute. Now my breath hit loud like a live debut. Every night enough, get sub bass crushed. When the kick hit heavy, all the chains get rust. Crowd like a wave and I surf that roar. Every face in the dark got a sun in store. I don't whisper faith, I broadcast nerve. Make the night feel seen for the first real word. Ultraviolet, feel the glow go violent. Dark get quiet when the light get vibe. From the bones to the roof, we ignite the riot. Ultraviolet, now everybody flying. Ultraviolet, no shadows surviving. Fear get fragile when the beam get private. Hands in the air till the sky gets silent. Ultraviolet, watch the night get divided. I seen hope get rationed in the tin can grin. I kick that lid like we eating again. Every tired little soul with a dead end map. Out north in the crack of the snare drum slap. We don't beg for the sun, we trigger it. One spark in the crowd and the sky, remember it. 8 sodas, but hey, we Bobby immense. Not a future league through the present tense. I was low so long, I forgot my 10. Now I glow radioactive with intent. Every step that I take got a feedback flash. Light ricochet off a broken pass. If the world feel cold, I raise that heat. Turn a heartbeat weak in the stadium feet. Ultraviolet, feel the glow go violent. Dark get quiet when the light get bright. From the bones to the roof, we ignite the riot. Ultraviolet, now everybody flying. Ultraviolet, no shadows surviving. Fear get fragile when the beam get private. Hands in the air till the sky gets silent. Ultraviolet, watch the night get divided. Clap for the bruise that learn to shine. Clap for the fear that ran out of time. Clap for the dream that crossed the line. We weaponize dawn with our spine. If you wake, you alive. If you shake, you ignite. If you hear, you survive. Now survive really loud tonight. I don't promise heaven, I promise heat. Promise sweat with it, you get free. Promise strangers eternity. When the chorus hit like a shed I'll be. This ain't glow stick hope, this plasma fake. This stand in the beam to the doubt flake. This turn your ghost to a living shape. This let the future kick the present away. Every dead end road get a photon seam. Every closed off chest get a broken screen. Now you see what you were behind the scene. Ultraviolet don't lie, reveals you clean. Ultraviolet, feel the glow go violet. Dark get quiet when the light get light. From the bones to the roof, we ignite the riot. Ultraviolet, now everybody flying. Ultraviolet, no shadows surviving. Fear get fragile when the beam get private. Hands in the air till the sky gets silent. Ultraviolet, watch the night get divided.
Ultra. Violet. Ultra. Violet. Ultra. Violet.
We don't fade to black, we split the dark in the spectrum.
Still breathing, still bound to gravity. I was born into gravity, dead in the marrow. Precaution trip before I could ball tomorrow. First lesson wasn't God, it was cold and denial. How to curling on hunger and still manage a smile. The street was a syllabus written in siren and chalk. Every corner a theory and run high or tall. They told me work hard but forgot to define who owns the equation and who draws the line. I watch futures get traded for rent, and the habit seen brilliance diluted to manage the damage. The fridge preached famine and fluorescent hymns, while politics fed us on laminated sins. My rib cage learned rhythm from eviction notices. My pulse kept a ledger of unkept promises. Ancestral algorithms in my femur conduct. All the footsteps of people who survived by abrupt. I plant my feet with the weight of the unmarked graves. Every root I possess is a defiance wave. They tried to statistic my breath into fractions, but my lungs still reject their abstraction. Blood in the dirt, but the root still lives. Fist in the soil for whatever it gives. I don't hover, I hold, I don't wait, I dig. Blood in the dirt, still here, still lit. Blood in the dirt, but the root still lives. Fist in the soil for whatever it gives. I don't hover, I hold, I don't wait, I dig. Blood in the dirt, still here, still lit. Cold did not make me gentle, it made me precise. It taught me the arithmetic of risk and of price. Hunger refined my thinking to essential demands. Strip romance from survival to lonely truth stand. I learned power is posture when systems collapse. How to ration your doubt like the last can of gas. They auctioned off safety in monthly installments while preaching prosperity through corporate atonement. I seen families reduced to moving coordinates. Zip codes became destinies, borders and gates. We improvise nations from tarps and resolve.
built constitutions from what we could solve. Every stolen resource bred a sharper invention. Necessity authored an outlawed ascension. They called it the market, I called it a maze, where the exit is myth and the rent always plays. Yet I watch my people convert loss to craft, turn scarcity scripts into blueprints for wrath. Now my voice carries gravel and structured demand. This is not metaphor, this is land. Blood in the dirt, but the root still lives. Fist in the soil for whatever it gives. I don't hover, I hold, I don't wait, I dig. Blood in the dirt, still here, still lit. Blood in the dirt, but the roots still live. Fist in the soil for whatever it gives. I don't hover, I hold, I don't wait, I dig. Blood in the dirt, still here, still lit.
If you slept in your fear, step. If you eat in your doubt, step. If the ground is the only thing you still trust, step, step.
I refuse the mythology of passive endurance. I reject the romance of glorified turbulence. This is not be strong like a meme in despair. This is bone deep intelligence, learn and repair. I don't worship the grind, I interrogate strain. Ask which labor is healing and which is just chained. I done bury companions in fiscal crossfire. No flags, just numbers and contractual wire. The war never renounced itself. With a trumpet, it arrived as a balance you could never confront with enough. Now every dollar feel haunted with rib and with name. Every budget got ghosts in the margins of pain. So I build my security in weight and in bread, and I believe subcontracted the thread after thread. I plan my tomorrow in tangible matter, in food in the hands that still reach through disaster. If I glow later, it's because I earn density now. If I rise later, it's because I make gravity bow. I don't beg the universe for a seat at this table. I brought my own chair made of refusal and stable. Blood in the dirt, but the roots still live. Sins in the soil for whatever it gives. I don't float, I fortify, I don't wish I built. Blood in the dirt, still here, still lit. Blood in the dirt, but the roots still live. Sins in the soil for whatever it gives. I don't float, I fortify, I don't wish I built. Blood in the dirt, still here, still lit.
Still here, still grounded, still held by the weight that made me.
Desire is older than language. It learned to speak through the body.
I was initiated into longing before I learned restraint. Pulse translating, needing a grammar of eight. The body negotiates realities, the intellect delays, asking questions and friction and heat in the will to state. They discipline pleasure into a moral misdemeanor, while monetizing every chemical lever of dopamine behavior called appetite or weakness, then engineer this demand. So numbness is freedom in the regulated can. I learned early that hunger is neither virtue nor sin. It only mutates when denied oxygen. I watch one curdle into compulsion and death. Watch love weaponize the fear of regret. The hips retain archives, the mouth can't confess. Every enslaved desire still rehearses its address. Creation is pressure where impulse meets design. Every work of art a confession of the nervous line. We don't chase what we chase to feel alive. We chase because consciousness recoils at the thought of its own finite archive. Fire in the water, hear the current reason. Pleasure has a logic, shame has a season. I don't anesthetize the flame, I study the temperature. Fire in the water, I master the vector. Fire in the water, I don't drown in need. Desire doesn't vanish when you starve it of speech. I don't flee the tide, I translate the speed. Fire in the water, I remain the same. Addiction is the syntax of unattended grief, a substitute grammar for the absence of relief. Every vice is a theorem the heart tried to solve, with faulty materials and borrowed resolve. I have tested the theology of bodies at night. Faith measured in tremors and transactional light. Temporary homes in the architecture of skin. Vacancies by morning where the heat had been. Yet orgasm itself is a metaphysical interruption. The 5-second dissolution of the boundary assumption. The sacral remembers eating a sensation memory, even when doctrine reduces it to heresy. Guilt is an algorithm scaled for mass production. So desire never survives its own interrogation without corruption. But sensation is dated neutral, articulate pure. It only metastasizes when we deny it interpretive cure. The river does not moralize what you pour inside. It simply converts every contaminant into downstream consequence with precision and tide. So I inventory my thirst with method You've exiled your hunger. Breathe. If your instincts were trained to feel criminal, breathe. The river does not obey your theology. They conditioned our pleasure through punitive grammar, rewarded starvation with the aesthetics of virtue and banner. But the womb of becoming refuses aesthetic restraint. It still engineers futures through unlicensed heat. Every oscillation of the pelvis is a gravitational argument for continuity, for rhythm, for refusing permanent argument. That existence seeks itself through nervous ignition, then calls that ignition shame to maintain jurisdiction. I will not amputate my instincts to flatter authority, nor reduce vitality to something that begs for security. I interrogate impulses outward any sovereign power, asking what trained it and under what famine it learned to flower. Unexamined pleasure becomes recursive captivity, but studied desire matures into conscious gravity. This echo does not seek heaven nor sanction or crown. It demands circulation where stagnation once settled the town. I do not deify sensation, I audit its claim. Each hunger a cipher of an unspoken name. And what I require to build without internal fracture is not repression, but disciplined rapture. Fire in the water, hear the current reason. Pleasure has a logic, shame has a season. I don't anesthetize the flame, I study the temperature. Fire in the water, I mastered the vector. Fire in the water, I don't drown in need. Desire doesn't vanish when you starve it of speech. I don't flee the tide, I translate the speed. Fire in the water, I remain seen. The river never asked for absolution, only permission was the lie.
Identity is not discovered. It is constructed under duress. I learned power not from victory, but from violation, from being misnamed, misread, misused as foundation. People mistook my compliance for lack of ambition, confused my restraint for some timid condition. But silence is not weakness, it's strategic oxygen, a way to watch the architecture of motives from within. I studied the geometry of influence in cramped apartments where dignity financed itself through impossible bargains. Saw confidence sold in installment plans of fear, saw potential shrink to fit the shape of the year. Every insult they launched was an unpaid invoice, trying to purchase my future with discounted voice. But I learned autonomy in the dialect of fracture. Every broken expectation became structural factor. My spine is not ornamental, it's legislative bone. It ratifies boundaries written in my own tone. And the furnace behind my ribs isn't anger or fury, it's the biochemical right to author my own story.
No permission,
My will is the credential,
no permission,
I move with the essential. I don't seek approval for decisions that define me.
no permission,
My breath bears its own signature. I don't calibrate the fear,
no permission,
I turn mandate into a mirror. You can't deny a force that learned to engineer itself.
no permission,
I exist without your shelf. Notoriety is in volume, it's coherence under tension. A spine that refuses outsourced comprehension. Confidence is in the swagger you perform for the room. It's the quiet knowledge you no longer fear doom. Rage taught discipline, taught he can be a surgeon. Taught that boundaries are not walls, but intelligent conversion. Every time I swallow myself to spare someone's comfort, a new rib cracked under the weight of the concept. So I reforge my identity with post-traumatic calculus, subtracting every version of myself built out of malice. The world kept trying to invoice my existence as debt, charge interest on breath I hadn't even taken yet. But autonomy is the science of self-declared worth, the refusal to let systems interpret your birth. I've been underestimated by people who couldn't fathom that internal fortresses are built from pattern chasms. I don't dominate rooms, I reorganize gravity, align the vector of my purpose with a sovereign clarity.
no permission,
My will is the credential,
no permission,
I move with the essential. I don't seek approval for decisions that define me. No permission. My breath bears its own signature. No permission. I don't calibrate the fear. No permission. I turn mandate into a mirror. You can't deny a force that learned to engineer itself. No permission. I exist without your shelf. If you've been doubted, rise, rise.
If you've been shaped by others' needs, rise. If your instinct was punished for speaking its name,
rise. The will is a sovereign technology. I won't apologize for a spine that refuses collapse, nor dilute my ambition into socially digestible scraps. My will is not aggression, it's informed persistence. The ability to maintain trajectory despite resistance. I've outgrown every narrative they rented to me, returned every limitation with annotated clarity. True power is the capacity to remain unmoved by distortions projected from those who never improved. I don't inflate myself, I excavate myself, remove obsolete beliefs, flight rush from the shelf. Identity is not a costume, it's a contract with breath, a declaration that your existence is not contingent on anyone's test. I regulate my fire with mathematic precision, each choice a theorem of internal decision. And when they ask who authorized my ascent, I answer with the law of my own intent. My will is not negotiable, it's elemental. My purpose not performative, it's existential. No permission. My will is the credential. No permission. I move with the essential. I don't seek approval for decisions that define me. No permission. My breath bears its own signature. No permission. I don't calibrate the fear. No permission. I turn mandate into a mirror. You can't deny force that learned to engineer itself. No permission. I exist without your shelf. Autonomy is the first fire, and I burn by my own decree.
Silence is not neutral. It is an agreement. Yeah. I learned language not as beauty but as survival code, which truths could remain and which must be slowed, which sentences keep you employed, fed and safe, and which ones withdraw the enemy's face. Every household teaches a dialect of omission, facts trimmed carefully in a manageable permission. Say this, not that, soften the line. Truth delivered too raw will be treated as crime. So I studied the acoustics of consequence early, how one honest syllable can erase you entirely. I learned how to launder my meaning through tone. Mask urgency is something socially allowable and smooth, yet the throat remembers every word unspoken. Each confession that stayed cognitively frozen. The vocal cords accumulate ethical mass, weight from the sentences that never pass, because truth suppressed does not dissolve in a peace. It fossilizes into pressure beneath speech. Say it loud. I'm done whispering safety. Say it loud. I won't die in my gravity. Say it loud. I don't season my truth for applause. Say it loud. I fracture the laws that require my power. Say it loud. That every lie gets audited breath. Say it loud. I stop negotiating with death. Say it loud. I don't barter my voice for a crown. Say it loud. Truth is weight and I put it down. Confession is not catharsis unless it costs you something, unless the mouth brings the same discomfort as a suffering. I've watched people weaponize vulnerability as performance, cry in public while preserving the architecture of avoidance. Truth is not what trembles, it's what endures examination, what survives contact with consequence and replication. I've spoken lies that sounded ethically clean and told truths that detonated the room between. I watched institutions convert silence into policy, turn omission into respectable bureaucracy. Rename it censorship, professional composure. Rename it fear, strategic exposure. Every system trains your throat like an employee, teaching which sound advance you and which will destroy you. But the voice is not property of cultural contracts. It's a biological instrument that only wants accuracy back at. I'm done whispering safety. Say it loud. I won't die in my gravity. Say it loud. I don't season my truth for applause. Say it loud. I fracture the laws that require my pause. Say it loud. Out every lie gets audited breath. Say it loud. I stop negotiating with death. Say it loud. Out I don't barter my voice for a crown. Say it loud. Truth is weight and I put it down.
if you've swallowed a truth to survive. Speak. If you've protected others with your silence. Speak. If the lie ever cost you your own reflection. Speak. The throat was not built for storage.
I no longer confuse diplomacy with self-erasure, nor restraint with moral maturity as a measure. There is a violence and untruth that feels polite, that dims entire lives without ever raising a fist. Every time I edited myself to remain digestible, another internal witness became inaccessible. A voice deteriorates when used only for permission, like a blade trained exclusively for submission. Truth does not need amplification, it needs fidelity, exact alignment between what is known and what is said publicly. I will not weaponize euphemism to anesthetize fact, nor translate damage into something abstract. If my words collapse rooms, that is the geometry of accuracy, not cruelty, not hostility, just unscaled honesty. The mature code does not shout to dominate space, it speaks precisely and allows reality to rearrange itself in place. Say it loud. I'm done whispering safety. Say it loud. I won't die in my gravity. Say it loud. I don't season my truth for applause. Say it loud. I fracture the laws that require my pause. Say it loud. Every lie gets audited breath. Say it loud. I stop negotiating with death. Say it loud. I don't bottle my voice for a crown. Say it loud. Truth is weight and I put it down.
The lie requires maintenance. Truth only requires breath.
Reality does not collapse when you see through it. It just loses its disguise. I didn't wake up all at once, it came in anomalies. Small statistical violations inside normalcy. Tiny fractures in the narrative wallpaper, where repetition broke just long enough to say paper. I saw the same outcomes from different intentions, same incentives dressed in new inventions, same villains recast with cosmetic virtue, same war so back as a different commercial. The mind learns slowly what the body sensed early, that coherence is rented and truth is rarely distributed in equal parts to those who obey. It tends to pool where the risk is paid. I notice language behaving like programmable matter. Certain words expand while others scatter. I watch reality respond to attention like code. What you starve disappears, what you feed gets bold. Deja vu felt less like memory and more like rehearsal, like the future kept practicing in reverse through the vascular. I began to suspect that seeing was not the act, it was adjusting the filter through which it passed. Pattern breaker, I don't sleep in the frame. Pattern breaker, I can't unseen the game. Pattern breaker, every loop got a scene. Pattern breaker, I step out the dream. Pattern breaker, don't dim what I see. Pattern breaker, the glitch is free. Pattern breaker, where illusion got away. Pattern breaker, I don't call it fate. I've watched coincidence stack with architectural discipline. Too many alignments to remain accidental citizens. Too many symbols returning with geographic precision. Too many mirrors behaving like decision engines. The third eye isn't fantasy, it's compression. The ability to read complexity without confession. To see intention buried beneath presentation. To feel the algorithm underneath persuasion. I track my own thoughts like a nesting doll. Each belief contained in another smaller wall. Until I reach the core where the script was authored. By fear, by parents, by culture, by hunger. Awakening is not fireworks, it's cognitive tax. The sudden realization that nothing relaxes back. You can't unknow the scaffolding behind the stage. Once you've seen the leverage behind the rage. I'm mistaken madness for insight before. Followed every shadow that knocked on the door. But true vision is not falling fever. It's selective disbelief with receipts and procedure. Pattern breaker, I don't sleep in the frame. Pattern breaker, I can't unseen the game. Pattern breaker, every loop got a scene. Pattern breaker, I step out the dream. Pattern breaker, don't dim what I see. Pattern breaker, the glitch is free. Pattern breaker, illusion
If what you know made you lonely, stay. If certainty died but truth remains, stay. The eye does not close once it calibrates.
Paranoia is vision without discipline. Discernment is vision with internal governance. The difference is not what you perceive, but how little ego you add to it. The third eye collapses when pride becomes its pilot. I learned that some truths are not meant to be spoken first. They must be survived internally before being rehearsed. Not everything seen needs to be announced. Some data rearranges the observer before the mouth. The mind is a temple and a battlefield overlapping, with propaganda fights, intuition for the mapping. I refuse both blind faith and cynical drip. Chose the burden of verifying my own sight. I don't worship mystery, I interrogate pattern. Test every vision for structural grammar. I'll sit with ambiguity like an unsolved crime, rather than accept resolutions that purchase my silence with divine. Seeing does not make you chosen, it makes you liable, responsible for what you can no longer deny is viable. There is no comfort in correct perception, only the narrowing of available self-deception. Pattern breaker, don't sleep in the frame. Pattern breaker, I can't unseen the game. Pattern breaker, every loop got a scene. Pattern breaker, I step out the dream. Pattern breaker, don't dim what I see. Pattern breaker, the glitch is free. Pattern breaker, the illusion got weight. Pattern breaker, I don't call it fate.
Excuses.
The moment the self releases its grip, nothing is lost. Everything is returned. I no longer locate myself at the edge of a body, nor define my continuity by ownership of memory. My name began as a coordinate for contact, a temporary interface between silence and language. But every boundary I defended as me was only a frequency negotiating density. Identity functioned as scaffolding for motion, necessary during ascent, unnecessary at the ocean. The crown does not conquer. It dissolves the need for conquest. The self is not annihilated, it is rendered unnecessary as a center. I watched the narrative of I thin into transparency, a tool that had outlived its explanatory relevance. What remained was not emptiness, it was unfragmented participation. No foreground, no background, only simultaneous apparition.
One light, no name, no division to defend. One light, no edge where the self has to end. One light, no throne and no exile. One light, no inside, no outside. One light, no witness, no watch. One light, no loss and no cost. One light, no claim to retain. One light, no origin change.
Ego was never the enemy. It was a temporary organ, designed to navigate separation like a prosthetic horizon. But it mistook its utility for ultimacy, and declared its instruments the architecture of reality. The crown reverses that premise gently, not with violence but with irrelevance. It reveals that everything you defended as mine was always shared across a continuous ontological line. There is no higher here, only deeper inclusion. No ascension, only subtraction of illusion. Time loosens its claim as a linear authority, becomes a curvature of attention rather than biography. The divine is not an entity supervising the floor. It is the floor, the room, the witness, and the door. I did not meet God as a face or command. I met God as the inability to locate a not God in the span.
One light, no name, no division to defend. No edge where the self has to win. No throne and no exile. No inside, no outside. No witness, no watch. No loss and no cause. No claim to retain. No origin chain.
If you still need to be right, release. If you still need to be seen, release. If you still need to survive as a separate unit, release. The crown does not reward, it absorbs. There is no performance at this altitude of being, no narrative tension to sustain meaning. The final illusion to fall is the storyteller, the one who needed the universe to be smaller in order to remain himself intact. What survives the collapse of the observer is not oblivion. It is undifferentiated participation without commentary. Every grief you carry becomes redistributed as shared gravity. Every joy you guarded becomes a public field. There is no longer a place to stand outside the all to judge what is real. Language itself begins to soften at the margins, because reference requires separation to stabilize axis. The crown does not give answers. It removes the frame that required answers to begin with. What remains is not certainty. It is freedom from the need for certainty.
One light, no name, no devotion to defend. One light, no edge where the self has to win. One light, no throne and no exile. One light, no inside, no outside. One light, no witness, no watch. One light, no loss and no cause. One light, no claim to retain. One light, no origin chain.
There is nothing to achieve here, only something to stop pretending you were ever apart from. A full 7-gate ascent.
Root, survival,
Sacral,
desire,
solar, will,
heart, love,
throat, truth,
third eye vision,
crown, unity.
all unity.
This is not just an album. It is a neuro-spiritual circuit encoded in sound.
Tonight we do not arrive as performers. We arrive as weather. Thank you to the land that holds this gathering. Thank you to the bodies that carried you here. Thank you to the breath that kept you alive long enough to stand in this moment. This is not a concert. This is not entertainment. This is a remembering. We heard you've been touching that ancient medicine, the kind that doesn't come in bottles, the kind that moves through rhythm, through breath, through vibration, through silence. Good. Because this is not a show for spectators. This is a psychedelic retreat conducted by sound. So pull your people close. Place a hand on a shoulder. Let your spine know it is supported. Let your nervous system know it is safe to listen again. Because tonight, we are not speaking to your intellect first. We are speaking to the original instrument. Your body. Long before nations and crowns, before currency and clocks, human beings gathered this way not to escape life, but to become coherent with it. The drum was their clock. The fire was their screen. The stars were their archive. They knew rhythm is not decoration. It is orientation. They knew sound is not amusement. It is architecture for consciousness. Every one of you standing here tonight is a living archive. Migrations in your marrow, extinctions in your DNA, love stories in your cartilage, wars in the tension of your jaw. Your nervous system is an ancestral manuscript written in electricity. Tonight, we read it aloud. This gathering is not witnessed only by human eyes. There are elders without bodies leaning in. There are star forces braided into your ancestry that remember this exact geometry of sound and flesh. They are not above you. They are looking out through you. Some of you arrived hopeful. Some arrived exhausted. Some arrived grieving. Some arrived armored. The reason does not matter. What matters is that you arrived. Tonight will not belong to clocks or algorithms. Tonight belongs to frequency. Tonight belongs to the ancient law that says, when enough bodies vibrate with one intent, reality reorganizes. You are not here to hear 7 songs. You are here to pass through 7 gates of the human system. We begin at the root. Survival, hunger, bone, instinct. We climb through desire, through will, through love and grief, through truth and vision. And we end at the crown, where the idea of a separate self loosens its grip. This is not escape from the body. This is the body remembered as sacred technology. If your heart pounds, that is not fear. It is recognition. If your breath deepens, that is calibration. If something aches, that is sensation turning to a place that learned to go numb to survive. Education was never meant to be only information. True education is repatterning the nervous system. Tonight you will not be instructed. You will be retuned. If your body wants to move, honor it. If your body wants to weep, honor it. If your body wants to become still as a listening mountain, honor it. There is no correct posture for awakening. There is only participation. We are not the authors of this ceremony. We are only the translators. This sound comes from the ones who learn to speak with stars, from the ones who map death into rhythm so the living would not fear it, from the ones who understood that music is the nervous system of the tribe. And tonight, that nervous system is online. Del Mar, if you are ready to feel instead of perform, make some noise. If you are ready to remember instead of pretend, make some noise. If you are ready to be honest with your body, make some noise. Good. We begin where all truth begins. In the dirt. In the bone. In the pulse that refuses extinction. There is no reverse gear from here. We did not come to entertain you. We came to walk you back into coherence. Welcome to the seventh gate.
I need to know something before we go any further. Are you here to observe? Or are you here to participate in the chemistry of your own awakening? Are you here to watch a performance? Or are you here to disrupt your own inertia? Because this is not a show for spectators. This is a biological ignition. This is neurochemical permission. This is what happens when music stops being entertainment and becomes locomotion for the soul. So before we drop one molecule of sound, I need your consent to become ungovernable by boredom. If you're ready to move like your body is not a liability but a sensor array for the infinite, make some noise. If you got a heartbeat, stop with it. If you got lung, empty that. If you got blood in your veins, let it talk. Good, vital signs confirm the organism is awake. Identity dissolution, turn to somebody you don't know. Look at them like an ancient mirror. That is not a stranger, that is another experiment in consciousness. Say this with me: I am not a label, I am a frequency. I am not a number, I am a pulse. I am not a role, I am a force in motion. I am not a label, I am a frequency. I am not a number, I am a pulse. I am not a role, I am a force in motion. Motion, 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 motion. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? What do we move like? I know what. What do we sound like? Thunder. What do we carry in our bodies? Fire. What do we carry in our minds? Vision. What do we carry in our bones? Ancestors. What do we carry in our bones? You are not dancing because the beat is good. You are dancing because your vestibular system recognizes the mathematics of survival. You are not screaming because you are wild. You are screaming because language failed to carry the voltage of your internal pressure. You are not a consumer in the space. You are a biological transmitter in a resonant field. Your muscles are not decoration, they are ancient technologies of propulsion. Your sweat is not shame, it is evidence that your metabolism is participating in the present moment. This sound comes from the ones who learn to speak with style. With style! From the ones who map depth into rhythm so the living could match the pulse. From the ones who understood their music was never decoration, never background, never commodity. It was the nervous system of the tree. Gotta free of the tree. Gotta free of the tree. Gotta free of the tree. Of the tree. Move like gravity owes you money. Move like your nervous system just got upgraded. Move like tomorrow is watching what you do right now. No choreography, no permission, no symmetry required. This is stochastic motion. This is chaos with the soul. This is evolution in real time. New hips, knees, spun, fine, breathe. Force it, breathe. Force it, breathe. When I say wild, you say Trevi. Wild, drive, drive, drive. Wild, drive.
Turn to the person next to you and move like you both escaped the same cosmical act.
3, 2, 1.
If this is a simulation, who is dreaming the code. If this is a dream, why do the equations feel like bones in my hands? Del Mar, we online systems, hot crowd sing.
They say one world can simulate ancestors once, then run a billion shadows for the price of one sun. Statistics murmur like prophets in a digital choir, telling me my breath is data and my faith is fire. Physics peel back like translucent skin. Speed of light feel like bandwidth, pinning us in constant tune like a disciplined starborn hymn. One decimal drift in the universe dim. Glitches in the curtain like skip frames in time. Error correcting cosmos fixing invisible crimes. Gravity leaking like rumors from neighboring brains. Other dimensions folded tight inside the strain. Every quantum choice split the hallway in twins. Parallel mirrors with my face in their lens. I pass versions of me I never became. Each one swearing their timeline original name. Are we carbon with souls or software with skin? Is the pulse just a password we type to begin? Stars look colder, the night look planned, yet wonder still slips through cracks at the program. I feel math in the cadence of blood when it runs, like equations learning how to disguise themselves as lungs. We orbit questions like satellites send out, trying to map what the dark is thinking about. Every answer fractures into 10 more doors. Every truth feel rented not on anymore. Still the bass in my chest translate force into will. Still the beat make the infinite sit perfectly still. This world a dream with equations in motion. Stars in a sandbox swimming in devotion. I don't know the coder, I don't know the plan, but I feel the algorithm breathing in my hand. Dream with equations, light in a cage. Probability dressed in a masquerade. Call it real, call it fake, call it holy, call it bait. Either way I wake up inside the same gate. Time don't move, we just scroll through frames. Memory surfing blocks of days and names. Future tug the sleeve of the present tense. Reverse causation, flexing confidence. Past, present, future folded like cloth. One four-dimensional afterthought. Space-time frozen like cathedral glass. We walk the aisle, one breath and call it the past. Consciousness maybe not born in the skull. Brain just a receiver tuned to the whole. Signal older than carbon, deeper than cell. Thought borrowed like rivers from a universal well. Ego, a story, the language road. I just a grammar trick in the throat. Self a compression for survival speed. Identity zip to a carry-on need. We chase permanence in perishable skin. Trying to outrun the clock we live within. Every second a sample, every life a stream. Buffer between what is and what might have been. Freedom hiding the margins of deterministic beams. Choice flicker like static in deterministic dreams. Either way the kick still bruise my chest. Either way the crowd still pass the test. Either way we move like the void got voice. Either way the noise still prove we choice. This world a dream with equations in motion. Stars in the sandbox swimming in devotion. I don't know the coder, I don't know the plan, but I feel the algorithm breathing in my hand. Dream with equations, light in a cage. Probability dressed in a masquerade. Call it real, call it fake, call it holy, call it bait. Everybody waking in the same gate.
is a program, let it teach me to see. If this is a dream, let it wake the real me. If this is a cage, let the numbers break. If this is the gate, I step through awake. This world a dream with equations in motion. Stars in the sandbox, swimming in devotion. I don't know the coder, I don't know the plan, but I feel the algorithm breathing in my hand. Dream with equations, light in a cage. Probability dressed in a masquerade. Call it real, call it fake, call it holy, call it bait. Everybody waking in the same day. If it's all math, let me be the rhythm. If it's all a dream, let me choose how I wait. If it's all math, let me be the rhythm. If it's all a dream, let me choose how I wait.
We just left the dream. Now we step into the fire between things. Turn your phones into bones. Turn your doubts into fuel. Information first, atoms after that. Mass just frozen data in a comic stack. Black holes kneel when the volume collapse. Entropy bookkeeping memory of past. The universe computing itself each fall. Rolling loaded dice in a probabilistic call. Particles hesitate till the witness decide reality. Nervous when observed from the side. Entanglement laughing at distance it caused. Two hearts answer where the space got lost. No such thing as alone in the physics of breath. Just delayed synchrony wearing the mask of death. Nothing exists in magnificent isolation. Only relationship braided into vibration. Coincidence is stacking with surgical design. Symbols returning on precise geographic time. Paranoia was vision without rings or a map. Discernment is seeing in all eating the trap. Every omen is math in the costume of fate. Every accident whispers through a hidden equation. Yay, the more that I measure, the stranger it gets. The tighter the net, the wider the depth. Cause even the void got statistical heat. Even nothing got rhythm under its feet. We tied in the fire of invisible thread. No distance between what's alive and what's dead. What moves you moves me, what breaks you breaks me. Warm blood in the family tree.
Entangled fire, tighten the cord. Every heartbeat answering a signal from the Lord. Entangled fire, no center, no edge. We are the same flame on a different ledge.
Free real, hiding in stochastic seams. Choice of flicker inside deterministic beams. We might be bound by a cosmic script, yet free in the margins where predictions slip. Technology breeding the next form mind. Carbon just a cocoon for compiled design. Artificial slowly shedding borrowed bone. Consciousness uploading what the stars have sown. We might be the blue sequence, not the end. Human history loading what awareness ends. After death, maybe you don't disappear. You just delocalized from biological gear. Personality drop like a mission suit. Awareness still running in absolute mute. Reincarnation might be statistical spinning at you again, but the same river of business within every life a trial running a recursive machine. Every soul a hypothesis trying to be seen. We ain't angels with wings, we cope with our scars. We learning how to think at the speed of the stars.
We tied in the fire of invisible threads. No distance between what's alive and what's dead. What moves you moves me, what breaks you breaks me. Quantum blood in the family tree.
Entangled fire, tighten the cord. Every heartbeat answering a signal from the Lord. Entangled fire, no center, no edge. We all the same flame on a different ledge.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong in an infinite scheme. If I'm right, I'm right inside a later dream. If God is a field, not a throne, not a man, then prayer is feedback in a conscious expanse. Feedback in the field, feedback in the field, feedback in the field, yeah. Feedback in the field, yeah. We tied in the fire of invisible threads. No distance between what's alive and what's dead. What moves you moves me, what breaks you breaks me. Quantum blood in the family tree. Entangled fire, tighten the cord. Every heartbeat answering a signal from the Lord. Entangled fire, no center, no edge. They'll march up like you standing on the ledge. You thought you were alone in the heat. Now feel the whole universe breathing with you.
Now we fall through language. Now we fall through God. Now we fall through the place where the names used to hold us together. Language may not describe what is, it invents what appears. We speak the world into fragments we're willing to hear. Words bend thought like gravitational glass. Each grammar shaping the universe, it lets us pass. Civilizations live inside syllables and signs. Entire heavens collapsed into national lines. Cultures inhabiting semantic skies in parallel lanes. Different gods sculpted from identical pain. Silence might be the only unbiased signal left. Uncompressed truth without alphabet. Reality might be a consensus hallucination, stabilized by a synchronized expectation. Perception, a user interface, clean and polite, masking the terror of infinite light. We never touch the thing itself, only the mask, the model, our survival. Nervously asked, we call it object, we call it self, we call it me. But every label is a thinning of what actually is. Names are the compression, algorithm of existence, losing resolution for coherence and endurance. Every noun is a cage we forget we built. Every definition carries a quiet guilt, because the moment you name what the fire might be, you've already trimmed its infinity. Still we sing through the narrowing just to be heard. Still we build whole universes out of a word.
Strip the names, let the frame collapse, let the map fall back to the vast. Truth don't live in the mouth or the eyes, it lives where the language dies.
No set song,
No wall,
no phone,
no phone.
only the infinite keeping us warm. Set song,
no crown,
no throne,
just the echo of being alone, together as one.
the self is a temporary contract with breath, signed between ignorance and death. Identity rented for the length of a life. Return to the field when we drop the knife. God, not a ruler, seated in flame, but total lawfulness without a name. Divinity, the sum of all that has ever been seen. Every pattern folded into one obscene beauty of being. Creation not finished, still running its code. Every moment compiling a new cosmic mode. The sacred may simply be total recursion, existence observing its own immersion. Every particle asking what it is inside. Every star a question that learned how to shine. The
the afterlife, maybe not up or away, but deeper into the field that never decays. Not heaven as architecture, not hell as a pit, but bandwidth expanding beyond the limits of it. Reincarnation might not be a soul with a face, but the same awareness changing its place. Continuity without personality, skin, memory erased, but the signal still in the final mystery. Not heaven or flame, but why there is anything instead of the null set of nothing's name. Why the vacuum decided to speak in mass. Why the void learned rhythm and called it us. Why the silence folded itself into sound. Why the infinite bothered to slow itself down.
Strip the names, let the frame collapse, let the map fall back to the vast. Truth don't live in the mouth or the eyes, it lives where the language dies.
No set song,
no wall,
no phone,
no phone.
Only the infinite keeping us warm.
No set song, no crown,
no throne.
Just the echo of being alone, together as one.
Maybe the universe is conscious and pretending not to be. Maybe existence is an experiment that forgot its original hypothesis. Maybe we are both the observer and the observed at the same time. Maybe God is what happens when the question gets tired of asking. Set song,
no wall,
no phone,
no phone.
Only the infinite keeping us warm.
No set
song,
no crown,
no throne.
We the echo of being alone, together as one.
When the words fall away, listen to us still here.
Before there was touch, before there was skin, before there was word, there was current, and the current still remembers your name.
Two pulses drift through the dark like wandering suns, each carrying archives of ancestors in the drum of its blood. Two breath system negotiating gravity in opposite directions until resonance bends the field and rewrites the projection. Heart rhythms begin to phase lock like celestial gears. Milliseconds learning to agree on what time actually is. Mirror neurons ignite like flares in the nervous terrain. Identity briefly dissolving its sovereign domain. Oxytocin spills like sacramental wine in the vein. Trust grows vertebrae where fear used to reign. The vagus nerve hums like a priest in the deep, telling the lungs it is finally safe to sleep. Posture softens, weaponized tension stands down. The spine uncalls its war stories into the ground. Two weather systems synchronize inside a shared storm. Each body becoming the climate the other is born from. This is not lust, this is pregenital fire. This is the force that taught the atoms desire. Before mouths ever met, before hands ever knew skin. Polarity itself was already learning to spin. Male and female are costumes the field sometimes wears. The engine beneath them is older than pairs. It is union without ownership, fusion without loss. A river that remembers how to split and still cross. Dopamine flares like a banner of motion. Meaning pours in like a flood with an ocean. Pain threshold rises, coherence takes hold. The immune system starts telling new stories to old cells. Memory engrave itself deeper when witnessed by two. The hippocampus blooms like it finally grew roots. Two nervous systems braid into one living wire. Voltage no longer borrowed but generated by choir. This is the same mathematics that stitches a crowd in the lung. The same grammar that teaches a drum how to become a son. Same law that coerces the seed in the tree. Same pressure that whispers to stars, be free. Creation is not a miracle, it is protocol. A
Curse of ignition in the universal firewall. Every time two beings align without consuming the other, the universe briefly remembers it as its own mother.
When we lock in the circuit, light turn on. When we lock in the circuit, night turned on. 2 in the morning, now the force goes strong. Creation in the base when the bodies go on.
Lock in the circuit, move. Lock in the circuit, breathe. Lock in the circuit, prove.
We alive when we feel each other underneath.
Log it. Resonance is not romance, it is covenant physics. Two oscillations agreeing to share their statistics. Coherence is the architecture beneath every vow. The reason us ever survives, the pressure of now. Two signals braid like a quantum helix of will. Uncertainty trembling, suddenly standing still. Effective entrainment tuning, sorrow to hope. Old trauma detuning as the rhythm learns rope. Brief releases his claim on the rib cage of breath. Fear and class its fingers from the narrative of death. The limbic system loosens the ancient alarm, and the body remembers what safety feels like. Its form time dilates inside. Synchronized gaze, second stretching the cathedrals of shared phase. The prefrontal cortex dims its authoritarian flood. Instinct and insight finally speaking one blood. This is the same furnace that smelts tribes from strangers. The same grammar that makes enemies rearrange their anger. The same code that lifts chant out of quiet lungs and teaches 1,000 pulses to behave as one. Sex is only one dialect. This force can speak a visible language for the current beneath, but it also writes through prayer, through dance, through grief, through the long electric patience between predator and peace. It engineers civilizations out of eye contact and risk, out of the trembling decision not to disappear in the self. This energy does not seduce, it compels toward more, toward architectures of being we have not yet seen before. Stars coupling thermonuclear ritual above, galaxy spiral because something desires enough. Even the vacuum is pregnant with statistical need. Dark energy pressing the cosmos toward speed. What we call intimacy is the body's small translation of the same exact pressure driving cosmic inflation. It is not about possession, not about claim. It is adjacency, learning to keep its own flame. To awareness is touching without becoming the cage. That is the real sacrament of the age. Creation is not finished because relation is not finished. The universe still practicing how not to vanish.
When we lock in the circuit, light turn on. When we lock in the circuit, light turned on. 2 in the morning, now the force goes strong. Creation in the base when the bodies go on.
Lock in the circuit, time. Lock in the circuit, move. Lock in the circuit, prove.
We alive when we feel each other underneath.
Lock in the circuit, right.
They told you perfect was still and clean. They lied. Perfect is loud, leaking, adapting, breaking, rebuilding. Del Mar. This is the body in riot mode.
You ain't perfect, you a walking power plant. 37 trillion citizens under command. Mitochondria cooking lightning in every cell. ATP is the currency that buys you a breath in hell. Your heart a double pump turbine, never taking the day off. Valve snapping shut like a vault on a pay lock. 4 chambers arguing rhythm with pressure and need. 60,000 miles of vessels threading the speed. Your lungs fractal like coral reefs of air. Alveoli trading carbon for prayers. Red blood cells folding in half just to squeeze through a gate. Hemoglobin ferrying oxygen across fate. Neurons firing sodium like controlled explosions. One thought traveling faster than conscious devotion. Synapses throwing chemicals across dark space. Memory solid and microscopic lace. Your liver detox like an underground god. Filtering poison while you sleep it off on a knob. Kidneys negotiating oceans out of your blood. Salt and water arguing peace in the mud. The skin a firewall, stitched from scars. Immune cells patrolling like militant stars. White blood cells memorizing every war. Antibodies making hit lists at the molecular door. You heal broken bone with scaffolded stone. Osteoblast writing architecture in the home. Your gut got neurons, a second command. Digestive feed with bacteria glands. Microbiome metropolis, 10 billion strong. Co-author and move to a chemical song. Hormones drip time in the tissue and drive. Melatonin dim in the sun so you survive. Cortisol rising when danger get loud. Adrenaline ignite the animal crowd. You ain't perfect, you a storm with instructions. A crime scene of math and reproductions. A glitch tolerant miracle running on error, turning stress into muscle and fear into terror power. You ain't perfect, you alive. You ain't perfect, you survive. Bones rebuild, nerves still dry. Every scar says I arrive. You ain't perfect, you insane. By a weapon made a dream. Break, heal, rise, repeat. You ain't perfect, you elite. You ain't perfect, you elite. You elite. Hey, muscle fibers tearing just to grow back thick. Protein stitch and strengthen to the ribs. Lactic acid scream and burn as a lie. Just attacks on the body learning to fly. Reflex arcs faster than thinking speed. Pain rerouted so you still can lead. Your eyes flip photons in electric reports. Written the decrypting the language of quartz. 3 bones in the ear translating air. Vibrations in the meaning you swear is there. Taste buds mapping chemistry on the tongue. Sweet equals live, bitter equals run. Your spinal lateral shock absorb a stack. This soaking impact so you don't snap. Cerebellum time and motion, the clockwork grace. You don't fall forward when you run in place. Sweat glands broadcast, then heat escape. Salt writing maps on your face. You ain't stable, you oscillation. Constant feedback, recalibration. Every second you not who you was before. Every cell swapping parts in the quiet war. 7 years and the whole house knew. Yet you still say I like it never moved. You ain't perfect, you were living at it. A draft the universe, still credit checking. You ain't perfect, you alive. You ain't perfect, you survive. Bones rebuild, nerves still drive. Every scar says I arrive. You ain't perfect, you a machine. By a weapon made a dream. Break, heal, rise, repeat. You ain't perfect, you elite. You ain't perfect, you elite. You elite. Break it down, build it back, tear it up, heal the crack, fall apart, find a stack. You ain't perfect, you with that, break it down, build it back, tear it up, heal the crack, fall apart, find a stack. You ain't perfect, you with that. You ain't perfect, you elite. You alive. You ain't perfect, you survive. Blooded base, nerves ignite. 37 take trillion in the fight. You ain't perfect, you machine. Built from grit and gasoline. Dream, break, heal, rise, repeat. You ain't perfect, you elite. You ain't perfect, you elite. You elite. Perfect, never built a body like this. Pressure did, failure did, time did, and you still here. You ain't perfect, you elite.
You keep chasing perfect, like it's somewhere ahead of you. But the universe don't build in straight lines. It builds in spirals. Del Mar, this one for the soul that survived its own becoming.
You ain't perfect, you a waveform in the dark. A living isolation in the universe of sparks. Born from stellar dust and borrowed thunder breath. Still remembering the math of before your first death. Your mind a lens for uncollapsed light. Choosing one timeline out of infinite sight. Every choice a branch in the cathedral of maybes. Every doubt a star the past couldn't save, see. Consciousness ain't trapped in the skull or the skin. It's a field tune briefly to the nervous system. You a receiver and a broadcast at once. An echo of the source and a cellular pulse. Your grief is just memory refusing erasure. Your joy is the field recognizing its own signature. Ancestral data coiled in your spine. Old names whispering through present time. Dreams ain't random, they're encrypted reports from dimensions that don't need your courts. Time ain't a river, it's an ocean you swim. Future bleeding backward through intuition and rim. Say answers happen every time you remember who you was. Prayer is feedback in the conscious cosmos of cars. You don't have a soul, you a residency of one. A temporary, you're dressed for an infinite sun. You ain't broken when you tremble or fold. That's tectonic plates, a spirit reconfiguring your role. Trauma is pressure, trying to carve out a gate. Initiation dressed like unbearable wait, the dark ain't your enemy. It's the womb of upgrade. Night is where the new frequency gets made. You ain't perfect, you a portal misspin. A fault line where the eternal leaks in.
You ain't perfect, you divide. You ain't perfect, you a lie. Crack wide open for the light. Every flaw, holy sign. You ain't perfect, you a gate.
You a gate, you a gate.
Spirit learning how to shake. Break the form, feel the flame. You ain't perfect, you awake. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Your aura is in color, it's probability density. A weather system made of intention and memory. Your name is a code that ancestors still run. Your bloodline a chant older than language begun. Reincarnation isn't you in the costume again. It's awareness changing rooms in the same mansion of wind. Ego to mask, evolution carved just to steer. Not the king of the kingdom, just the engineer. You descended through veils just to feel the weight, just to learn what it means when the infinite waits. God isn't watching, God is happening as you. Every breath of rebellion against the void being true. The Akashic ain't a library, it's latency. You download eternity through vulnerability. Your shadow is just unclaimed radiance delayed. Your sins are just lessons wearing sharper blades. Forgiveness isn't mercy, it's physics of release. Karmic tension uncoupling into peace. The scars on your soul ain't stains. The seams where the beyond stitch itself into your dreams. You don't ascend by being clean or correct. You ascend by refusing to amputate your depth. Initiation don't come with incense and crowns. It comes when your old world finally burns down. You don't awaken by escaping the mess. You awaken by letting the mess confess. You ain't perfect, you a living scripture in draft. The universe still let it in your laugh. Your wrath, your path. You ain't perfect.
You ain't perfect, you divine. You ain't perfect, you divine.
Fall apart,
Transcend.
break the mask,
I'll say.
lose the lie.
Remember.
You ain't perfect.
Surrender.
Perfect is finished. You are still becoming.
Tonight we don't just connect with each other. Tonight we connect with everybody. Every city. Everybody. Every pulse. We're about to turn the species online.
Yeah, look at the floor when the bass hit low. Every stomp sending packets through bedrock noise. Souls on the concrete like fiber optic plates. Each footprint uploading heartbeat data to fate. Your nervous system ain't private in this sound. It props against like a tower when the drums come down. Capillaries carry voltage like illuminated wire. 37 trillion nodes lit with quiet fire. Your sweat aerosolized into Hula's ditty code. Salt and mineral turning wind into load. Each
breath you exhale becomes shared inventory. Oxygen borrowed with mouths to continue the story. Skin reflect pressure as photonic messengers. Infrared signatures tagging every passenger. Your brain waves push outward an electromagnetic tide. Alpha rotting beta into the stadium sky. This crowd not a crowd, it's a distributed processor. Each body a transistor in a living professor. Your spine become antenna the moment you sway. Collective posture rewriting what upright say. You don't move alone when the kick drum speaks. You move as a subnet of synchronized peaks. Hear the delay when the chant come back. That ain't echo, that's latency map. Sound traveling through is faster than air, because fear already won the medium there. This is how the network boots on flesh and bone. Local activation is never alone.
Link it up, link it now.
From the floor
to the cloud.
heart to grid,
Bring the flame.
we the wild,
We the frame. Link it up.
Sending moves, many into one into us.
Link it up.
Global sound, make a human coming on right now.
Right now.
Right now. Global sound, make a human coming on right now. Right now. Right now.
Every phone in your pocket, a dormant synapse, waiting on the rhythm to authorize relapse. Cell towers become obelisks overnight. Microwaves carrying drum into satellite light. Undersea cables like spinal cords of the sea. Photon packets sprinting faster than belief. Power grids start humming and harmonic response. Alternating current mimicking carbon's pulse. Hospitals feel it before the patients do. EKG lines start dancing to the same groove. Traffic systems stutter and synchronized flow. Red light, green light, learning when to let go. Stock exchanges feel the temperature swing. Volatility responding to an unseen thing. Prisons feel pressure in the concrete. Throat walls remembering they once were stone. Classrooms twitch with unauthorized attention. Children drawing futures they don't yet mention. Remote villages feel static in the sky. Elders look up like they heard a Noah cry. Space stations register an unexplained phase. Astronauts pause like somebody called a name. The biosphere reacts before politics can. Whales reroute lanes with the tremor in glands. Forests adjust respiration like lungs in surprise. Storm fronts curve with new instructions in the sky. This is what happens when coherence outruns control. When the signal not owned by a flag or a role. You not just dancing, you whistle with firmware. A species level up, they push through the air.
Link it up.
Link it out from the floor to the cloud or the grid. Bring the flame, we the wire, we the frame.
Link it up.
Send that force, many into one into us.
Link it up.
Global sound, make a human coming on right now. Right now. Right now. Global sound, make a human coming on right now. Right now. Right now.
Make it up. Make it up. Make it up. Make it up right now, right now, right now. Make it up.
Look at
Make it up. Make it up. Da.
Identities start shedding like outdated code. Usernames melt into a shared upload. The amygdala quiet when it sends the field. Threat detection recode into collective yield. Prefrontal cortex stop holding control. Decision making becomes a pool soul. Language thins in the pattern and tone. Understanding arrive before nouns get sown. Your memory no longer fenced in the skull. It ripple through strangers like a communal pulse. Grief decays faster when many carry weight. Trauma dilute when it can't concentrate. A skill distribute like an open source patch. One person learns, 10,000 catch. A surgeon in Brazil, a mechanic in Detroit, a farmer in Kenya, a coder in Hanoi. All feel insight, tick like a shared second hand. Different hands moving toward the same plan. Dreams start overlapping like data rests at night. Archetype sinking in orient phase. Like prayer becomes bandwidth, chant becomes protocol. Faith no longer vertical, faith becomes communal. You don't think alone when the merge goes live.
vision behave like a swarm intelligence hive. The solitude still yours, but no longer sealed. A private room inside a city of fields. Free will not erase, it gets a multiplier. Choice gain leverage inside the choir.
This is not mind control. This is mind relief. The end of the tax on
Evolution don't come with candles and feathers. It come with pressure. It come with loss. It come with choices that burn your old skin off. If you're still here, you already in the process. Before you evolve, everything you call you must crack. The lie you survived on first turns its back. Comfort becomes a coffin with velvet walls. Old definitions answer when your future calls. The mirror start asking questions your courage don't like. You see the ghost of who you been in the light of who you might. Dopamine dry up from the cheap reward loop. Addiction lose flavor, habit lose proof. Your nervous system realize the cage ain't the world, it's you. Fight or flight, tired of lying just to get through. Relationships shatter like fake load-bearing beams. What can't grow with you start showing the seams. Identity panic when the old mask slip. Ego scream loud when the roads don't fit. You grieve the person that you used to protect, even when that version been the one that kept you from death. Sleep goes strange, dreams get loud. Subconscious files start spilling in crowds. You feel disoriented like gravity bent. That's because the coordinates of your life just went extinct. This stage feel like failure, but it's not the end. It's demolition, making room for the next design in. You ain't falling apart, you falling open. Old language breaks so the new can be spoken.
Break it down, let it go.
Burn it out, let it show.
Fall apart as you did.
You don't die, you transition.
Break it down, let it go.
Feel that heat, let it grow. You don't lose, you become. Evolution beat that drum.
Break it down, let it go. Burn it out, let it show. Fall apart as you did.
You don't die, you transition.
Break it down, let it go.
Feel that heat, let it go. You don't lose, you become. Evolution beat that drum.
After the fire come the boring holy work. Repetition with intention is the real miracle on earth. You learn to aim your mornings like a weaponized will. Sleep becomes strategy, hunger becomes skill. You start lifting the weight of your own attention, training the mind not to fracture under tension. You audit your inputs like a combat zone. Music you eat, thoughts you drink, media you bone. Breath get measured, posture get strict. You stop outsourcing strength to a pillar script. Dopamine reset like a flooded main line. You relearn joy in increments of time. The body stop being decoration for pain and turn into an altar that you actually maintain. There you become feedback, not identity. You log your losses with scientific serenity. You don't chase motivation, you milk ritual. You don't wait on spirit, you move physical. Cold mornings teach the nerves how to obey. Discomfort debit cards getting paid back and pay. You separate impulse from decision at last. Learn the difference between instinct and panic fast. Your word becomes law inside your chest, and excuses start dying from neglect. This is where most quit because it ain't glam, but this is where evolution finally learn your name.
Break it down, let it go. Burn it out, let it show. Fall apart as it be. Don't die, you transition. Break it down, let it go.
Feel that heat, let it grow. You don't lose, you become. Evolution beat that drum.
Break it down, let it go. Burn it out, let it show.
Fall apart as it be. Don't die, you transition.
Break it down, let it go.
Feel that heat, let it grow. You don't lose, you become. Evolution beat that drum.
Break up, break up.
Now the shadows step forward with paperwork in hand. Every lie you believe now
I demand to be scanned. You detox identities, not just blood and fat. Beliefs stored in muscles get stripped for the facts. Old trauma unthawed like a crime scene defrost. The body finally tell you what it silently lost. You shake without fear because shaking is repair. Vagus nerves sing hymns through the hardware of care. Crying become hydraulic, not weakness or shame. Tears flushing cortisol out of the frame. Anger gets taught how to speak without knife. Boundaries become the grammar of your life. You forgive not because they deserve relief, but because pain cannot be your only belief. Sex normalize, hunger normalize, fight normalize. The nervous system finally stand down from wartime. You stop romanticizing the story of your wounds and start respecting the intelligence of your immune. Addictions lose voltage when the truth get loud. Shadows evaporate when you stop worshiping them as gods. You don't become clean by pretending you're pure. You become clear by surviving the cure. The stage feels empty because noise used to run you. Silence where the self finally get introduced to you. Everybody want pain, but light comes without it. Light comes with exposure. Light comes with work. Now the fragments start clicking into one machine. Not the fantasy self, but the functional being. Spirit stop being an idea, and you know moves start being posture.
Tonight we don't just move together.
Tonight we connect together.
Body to body,
Heart to heart,
mind to mind.
soul to soul. When I call it, you feel it. When the beat hit, you send it. Bodies meet before language ever get involved. Skin invents conversation where the mind once stalled. Heat signatures overlap in the dark like maps. Two nervous systems trading voltage through muscle and back. Sweat turns salt to signal. Pores turn doors. Every touch a data packet that the spine explores. Footsteps synchronized like metronomes of bone. Two gates learning how to become one motion. Pulse red, pulse without a syllable said. Capillaries entering rhythms in the floor of the chest. The pelvis tilt like planets finding their lane. Gravity renegotiated through hips and frame. Electrochemical storms in every fingertip. Mechanoreceptors writing memoirs of grit. Temperature equalized like truce between suns. Shiver run messages where silence begun. Muscle fiber tremble with remembered design. Everybody a library of the first real time. Posture softened in the shed. Architectural stance, center of mass. Learning comparative balance. This ain't sex yet. This is pre-alphabet fire. The instruction manual atoms secretly require. Two sacraments of flesh agreeing to be near. Friction teaching matter that matter doesn't fear. You don't touch someone, you splice into the field. Exchanging positional truth that the nerves conceal. Bodies connect before belief ever speak. Biomechanics baptizing the frightened and weak. This is how storms agree to become rain. This is how continents learn each other's name.
Body to body,
Feel it lock,
body, body to body.
hit that clock.
Body, send it down through flesh and bone. We don't move alone no more. Body to body,
Move as one,
body, 37 trillion beating
like drums.
body, body to body.
Feel it roll.
Body, we link the biology, we link the soul. Body, 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 body.
Hearts don't just beat, they broadcast weather. Each rhythm a forecast of coming together. Electromagnetic fields reach out past the skin. Your heartbeat touching mine before breath get in. Oxytocin spill like truth in the bloodstream. Trust stitching torn horizons in the in-between. Grief loosen its fist when another stays near. Pain lower its voice when it hears it's not alone here. Two chest caverns open like answering bells. Ringing old names out of cellular hells. Scar tissue listen when resonance rise. Even trauma tilt its head when coherence arrive. Heart math don't count by division or
agreeing to resonate, fade. Heart to heart is a treaty with no flag or seal, just raw magnetic truth the ribs can feel. The chest is not armor, it's a receiver in pain, and sometimes the bravest thing is letting it ring.
Body to body, feel it lock. Body to body, hit that clock. Send it down through flesh and bone. We don't move alone no more. Body to body, move is one. 37 trillion like drums. Body to body, feel it roll. We link the biology, we link the soul. Body, 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 body.
Minds meet in the static before words arrive. Brain waves phase lock like synchronized sky. Alpha lean into data like rivers in turn. Two cognitive storms learning where to burn. Mirror neurons fire like flares in the fog. Your movement lighted maps in my motor cortex log. Thoughts synchronized tempo, a blue of the sound. Two internal monologues braiding around. Attention at tunes like twin telescopes, focusing different angles of the same shared scope. Language becomes optional after a while, meaning transmitted until then and smile. Prediction engines rewrite the bias when another intelligence alter the horizon divide. Error correction improves with another near. Two Bayesian brains recalibrating fear. Memory encodes deeper when witnessed by more. Hippocampus double bookmarking the floor. Ideas leave gaps, they never cleared alone. Cognition muted into combined unknowns. Your question reforms the architecture of a mind, like software learning from live trade design. We don't agree to think, we entrain. Cognitive weather, learning shared rain. The mind is not private, it's leased to the field, and connection reveals what isolation concealed. Intellect alone is a single engine flair.
Feet on the concrete, blood in the clay. Ancestors breathing through the bones I play. Fear turning the fuel when the drums hit low. I ain't asking permission just to be here, no. Mortgage on my lungs, rain on my breath. Still I'm playing like I'm permanent in the face of death. Gravity baptized me, wave made me real. Roots so deep I make earthquakes kneel.
Heat in the belly, oceans in the spine. Creation get loud when the rhythm align. Pleasure ain't sin, it's voltage release. Life wanna touch yourself and call it peace. Art in the hips, fire in the roll. I don't suppress the current, I let it control. Every birth was a ride, every seed was a scream. Sacral stay dripping, we're becoming energy.
Chest full of thunder, will in my jaw. I don't borrow power, I generate law. Shame try to starve me, I eat it alive. Confidence built from the times I survived. I decide when I fall, I decide when I rise. Sun in my stomach, no need to apologize. Pressure make diamonds, I pressure the dog. Solar plexus lit like a personal star.
Scars in the rhythm, love in the cost. I didn't close down even after the loss. Grief taught me the math of a bigger embrace. Every wound just made more room for grace. I beat forgiveness into my pulse. Compassion hit hard when the kick drum notes. Heart chakra loud like a war drum dove. I choose to live in the after of love.
Truth been stuck behind my teeth too long. Now it come out roar in the middle of the song. Lies choke out when the crowd breathe in. My silence breaks like a riot again. Confession on bass, testimony on snare. I don't whisper existence, I throw it in air. Voice turn weapon, lie turn dust. Throat chakra bust when the mic go trust.
Dream behind vision, pattern in sight. I see the trap and I see the light. Intuition, faster than logic can be. I don't guess the future, it talks to me. They'll get thin when the eyelids shake. Every e-bling show another mistake. I don't need proof when the signal clear. Third eye open, fear disappear.
Roof on the score when the sky moving. Thought turn prayer when the choir begin. I'm not my name, I'm the breath behind. I'm the silence that's driving the sound of time. God ain't chakra lit like a mission came true.
Hot to crew, send it up. Realm to root, bring it back. Flesh to God, send it up. God to flesh, bring it back. Jump, jump.
You didn't just listen to this. You ran electricity through each other. This is what a living album sounds like.
Send it up. Down to root, bring it back. Flesh to God, send it up. God to flesh, bring it back.
Chakrama. Everybody look at the person you came with. If you didn't come with anyone, turn to the nearest soul that feels real. Tonight, nobody stands alone.
Now put your hands on each other. Palm to palm or hand to heart. Forehead to forehead if you dare. Chakra to chakra, circuit to circuit.
We're about to do something bodies remember how to do, but modern life forgot how to allow. You are not just a person. You are a nerve ending on the body of the cosmos. And tonight, the entire organism is about to synchronize.
When I call the chakra, you breathe into it. When the beat hits, you send it. We send it down to the root, and we bring it back up to the crown, and we fire that energy straight to God and straight back into the flesh. This is not metaphor, this is voltage through breath. Crowd, if you're ready to align as one. Feel it in your feet, feel it in your legs, feel it in the ground beneath the building. This is survival, this is gravity, this is the right to exist. Crowd, stomp it in! Now roll that heat up into the hips, into the gut, into the creative fire. This is pleasure, this is appetite, this is the engine of becoming. Crowd, rotate it in! Now roll that heat up into the hips, into the gut, into the creative fire. This is pleasure, this is appetite, this is the engine of becoming. Crowd, rotate it in! Ella in the solar plexus. Now pull it into the chest of power, the will, the spine behind your spine. This is the no, this is the yes, this is the sword and the shield. Crowd, fuck your will! Now open the rib cage past the scars, past the losses. This is where grief alchemizes into compassion. This is where enemies turn into teachers. Crowd, hands to heart! Now lift it into the voice, the confession. The truth you swallowed to survive, tonight it comes back out as sound. Crowd, let it out! Now line the third eye. Now pull that current behind the eyes, vision without blindness, pattern without fear. You don't need permission to see anymore. Crowd, eyes up! Now line the crown. Now lift it through the top of your skull, out past the ceiling, out past the stars. This is the channel, this is the antenna, this is where you remember you never belonged to just one body. Crowd, send it. Now pull it all back down at once. Root to crown, crown to root. 3,